Here at round 6 for today at Japan, and joining with me today is Mr. Funky Chicken himself. How are you?
I'm very fine, thank you. It's about time I'm actually in. Last commentary was round 1, but we're back. We're ready to carry on, and we've got probably my favourite track to drive on the F1 game, but as we were just saying before, it's normally pretty bad for racing.
For TT, it's amazing, and that's about it. So maybe quali as well. Quali's not too bad if you're up a lap. But
but it's only the one shot there, so...
Yeah, we're going to get some random Donny to go on board with, and yeah, at least it's dry. That is something, I suppose.
Well, it could be wet, we don't know yet.
I was going to say, dry in quali, you'd probably prefer it to be wet in quali for anything. Out of the 3 sessions. There's only the one shot. And we're on board with Dan, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Heading down the first straight. Oh, we've got someone watching us. That's proud of us. Well done. Good go us. Heading into turn 1. I don't know what the speed they do in these F2 cars around corners, but it's very different compared to F1, as it's usually quite flat to like halfway through. But through the tight and twisty sector 1, Dan is doing very well for himself. It's very solid lap, no real mistakes so far, and he's sitting right in the middle of the pack, so considering he's just bought the game, he's not doing too bad. Heading into the end of sector 1, it's a 37.6 middle sector. Again, no idea if that's good or not, but compared to the likes of George Russell and Campbell, it doesn't seem to be up there with the times. But we know Dan, he's a very race merchant driver compared to quali. Takes the hairpin very well there, and now on to probably the easiest part of the lap. Now you've only really got this double left-hander and a hairpin left, but this one can catch a lot of people out, I suppose, on acceleration too early, and however, Dan nails that and is currently in P8, so heading down the back straight now, easy as you like, should be flat through 130R, I think it is 130R anyway. Slight lift there, but just fine, and into the braking zone just before the 100-metre board, and easy as you like it, slightly drifting through the last corner and across the line for P8.
Yeah, as we've just seen there, Nathan got top of the timesheets. There was a 140.5 in second place, who I think it was Campbell, a 141.1. Yeah. So Nathan once again just
nothing's changed since you left, really. That's it.
Yeah, I went on board with Matt T40, and I think he bottled it out the final corner as he was, I think, third
him and Luke. Yeah, him, Luke, and Matt. Oh, him and Matt. Luke and Matt are very close together. I got it right the third time around. Anyways,
I also loved the part on your commentary where you went about Eon Dan being a very race merchant.
He is a very race merchant. Yeah. I don't know what you mean. I'm from Brum. I don't do English. Anyways, George Russell is on pole with Campbell in second, Luke third, Matt fourth, Jawbrein fifth, Ariel Felipe sixth, RJ seventh, Dan eighth, Taupe ninth, California 10th, which is sprint pole, Farrell, Larkin, Killer, Pease, and Creco, and whoever else is at the bottom of the grid in P11 onwards.
Yeah, you've got to say that the Germans had a bit of a stinker. I think every single one of them invalidated the lap time.
Oh no, not been a good showing from them.
But I think the rest
of them have just sat at the back.
Effect.
Yeah, it is really. I mean, CSL is a much bigger team in every way. So, yeah.
What does that stand for again? Not suitable.
Competitive speed life racing team.
As you can tell, we take our jobs very seriously around here.
Yeah.
But it is a bit cloudy, you have to say. So
yeah, I was going to say the clouds have definitely formed since quality. There is a few darker ones, so maybe, as a weatherman myself, I mean, the darker clouds usually do mean rain. I know light clouds are also there as well, but you never know. Looks very sunsetty as well. I don't know if that's on purpose or...
Sunsetty.
Ariel have done a masterclass and decided they're not taking part of the formation lap today. I mean, is it like a Just Stop Oil protest here or something, or?
As someone's around, scream and spun.
Oh. That's karma for taking me out
Oh.
in DT, so...
You have to say, the REL boys, they take up about 75% of the grid, and they don't seem to be doing too much, but... Yeah.
Luke is also on the gravel.
Let's go for some Let's go for some predictions, then.
Okay, Dan is going to get P2. I think... Actually, no, Dan's going to win. Dan's going to win the sprints. With Matt in second and RJ in third.
Well, I was going to say Nathan to win. I just think he's...
That's fair. That's just how easy he can overtake.
And then I think you copied me a bit, even though you didn't hear what I said. I was going to say Dan second, because I know he loves a bit of Japan, and he is a very race merchant, as you said. And then I'll go with Luke to get third, as he's in the gravel again.
He's warming his tyres off, what can we say? Oh,
and he's spun.
Yep, that's for the stream, yeah. I mean, I was going to...
the tea.
No, he can't handle it, Farrell is the only one on soft, so maybe disqualifying from the formation lap was a tactical masterclass from him, saving his tyres and everything. As Scream and Larkin now get disqualified as well. Okay. Just your average formation lap in F2, really.
Yeah, especially with Luke knowing there's not many rules on it, so he's doing what he does best.
I think shall we report him?
And he's in the gravel again.
Shall we just report him? I think maybe.
I reckon so.
Yeah. I do like reporting people.
Said the entire field is very boring apart from Farrell, as they're all on the medium tyres.
Yeah, you'd thought maybe like Jake in 13.4Ps. I say they have a bad qualifying, but every time I've been here, they've been around that position, so maybe they're just not the greatest in F2 cars. Who knows? But maybe I thought they'd go for softs, but no. Yeah. F1 merchants. As we do have someone going on to the grid very weirdly at the back there. It's an interesting line for I suppose. Don't know who that actually is, but yeah.
They're still going.
There we go. Anyways, as we are ready for round 6 here in League of Europe, and 5 red lights, and away we go. And I can see Taupe has had a great start, so Dan's already passed him into second. That helps your prediction out very much. And California has a nice easy getaway into turn 1, and it seems to be a very clean getaway for everyone so far. Not seen a few people wide here and there, but pretty good for everyone so far. Well done.
Yeah, I was on board with Nathan, just see what was happening in the midfield, and absolutely nothing has happened. Nathan's losing places, to be honest.
Yeah.
Nathan is killer. Has tried going around the outside, and he's now on the gravel, so it's not great. Maybe jinx it a little bit too soon, but Nathan has managed to stay in 10th, and he's now behind Felipe, who I think has fallen back quite a few positions. Maybe just due to them cold tyres. We've got another one in the gravel up front.
We've jinxed him.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Corded him a race merchant as well.
A very race merchant, down from 3rd to 8th. We've got another one in the gravel on the outside. And is that Campbell? I think Campbell's gone off. As we've got a spin at the hairpin there, and we've seen, I think, Miami and Creco going around, but
Scream,
carnage has unfolded in the second
Larkin.
half of the lap.
Yeah, as soon as we said it was a clean getaway, everyone decided, you know what, we've had commentary back this week, we're going to just make sure they do the opposite of what we say. But California, cleanest getaway from everyone, really, had a nice start, and he's in the lead for now. Can he hold on to it? We shall see, as we've got a dual bream and Taupe in the... I say that the same... Yeah, Carlin. There we go. They've got different liveries, but they're the same car. Not confusing at all.
Yeah, I think Dan is very... oh my god, I was about to say, your English, Dan's struggling so much in these F2 cars, as Farrell's already picked up a 3-second time penalty.
That's skill, that is.
Soft tyres. But yeah, I think Dan has spent more time off the track than on it this lap. I've seen him go wide, then had a bit of a wobble.
He's going for a move, though.
So he sends it down the inside.
He's made a mug of Nathan
He didn't
there.
want the smoke.
No. My race
Not saying
merchant.
Nathan's bottled it like he's Manchester United.
It's a very common theme, yeah, in these United fans. Yeah.
Oh dear.
We won't touch Man United today. I think it's a bit too of a depressive area.
As Joel Bream is going for the move there on California into the Degma 1A. It's just you can't hang it around the outside there. That's just
good defending from Calais.
Easily.
Did the right thing.
No
nice little respect between them, two of them. Jobs are good.
Send it now, isn't there?
Meanwhile, we do have a massive CSL battle here in P4. I mean, we've got Luke and RJ, Battle of the Brummies. Which one do you think is going to end up in P4?
It's going to be Luke, no doubt. RJ's just a bit washed on this game, to be honest. But I've got one thing to point out, and it's definitely me being stupid. But if you go on board with Joel Bream, has Sergeant been demoted to F2?
He might a bit. I mean, it does look like he's driving an F2 car most weeks anyway. But is it? Are we in the 2023 cars yet or not? That's the question.
I don't know, but
because if we're on
Joel
last,
Bream, sending it down the inside there into the final chicane.
Callie's
nice and easy.
got the
deep.
Yeah. Callie has got the switch back on him very nicely. Does he have the straight line speed to defend from him? RJ with fastest lap, that's a shock. Oh, there we go. And down the inside goes Joel Bream. Once again, squeezes Caddy quite a bit off the track there. I mean, didn't really make the corner himself, so I think if you're a Lewis Hamilton fanboy or Max Verstappen fanboy, you'd be having words about Brazil 2021 right now. But yeah, apart from that, Joel Bream has got himself into the lead, and now I can see him kind of driving away.
Yeah, still we cry is the same, we've got to say to that, but yeah, Joel Bream went a little bit too deep there, went off track himself, so it is a bit dodgy, but we'll carry on. As Luke now is all over the back of RJ, who is all over the back of Torpe here. So I think RJ's going for a move on Torpe. Is he going to go for a down the inside of the hairpin? No,
RJ's not going to dive it. We know RJ very well, he will not send it. If there's one person that's sending it, it's the person behind him. In the Honduras man himself, Luke. I mean, you can just tell he's from Honduras just by his internet. It's just brilliant, isn't it?
You've also got to say, one thing that's a bit surprising to me is Russell on Nathan is barely going anywhere. He's stuck behind Felipe.
I think he's
since the start.
Yeah, he's in this train behind Callie at the minute. He's looking for moves, but Felipe goes wide, and that's that done. Felipe will fight this, and
he goes absolutely flying into the rear.
And Matt gets a penalty for it. Yeah. That'll get removed after the race, but yeah.
Just average F2 race, to be honest.
I mean, yeah. D1 quality driving as always from these lot. I mean, yeah. Caddy has managed to stay in DRS of Joel Bream for now, so it is helping him with his defence against Joel Bream's teammate Taupe, which is that the two Germans would be 1-2 then, if so.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking about how bad they did in quality, not 1-2 so far. And then the two Brummies behind him.
Yeah, so I'm just unsure on... Oh, never mind, I've seen the three Germans that all disqualified the laps there. Taupe's going to get the move done on Callie here. Callie just went a bit wide.
And RJ as well.
Backed out and he's about to... Yeah, but RJ's boring, he's going to let him back through.
Feels bad for him. And Luke as well.
Hangs it around.
Yeah, Callie has had one of those laps that you're definitely going to want to forget by the end of this, as he's going to get overtaken by Matt now, I think, as well. Bit George Russell v Lewis Hamilton-esque, as we saw in the real life. Oh, yep, very much so. Oh. And that's...
that's Nathan gone.
Yeah, that's Nathan out of the sprint win anyway. I mean, he's going to win the feature race, I think we all know this, but...
He's got a move out with P's on Felipe, so a bit of internal beef with the team.
Will Felipe know how to brake today? This lap, I mean, he Does better this time.
Does
Still
it?
goes a bit deep. You'll learn that breaking point eventually, Felipe. Don't worry.
You're just salty, Ben, that he's a D1 driver. But yeah,
No,
somehow
he's the real 2008 champion, isn't he? No.
Felipe was about 1.5 seconds behind and has got DRS, but alright.
Yeah,
Dan
making sense this
is
game.
being overtaken. Campbell's got the move done there, and oh my god, Campbell has got the move done on Dan now, and Dan's getting done round the outside there by Russell as he's kind of barging his way through there. But
he's going to be a bit on a bit of a mission now, isn't he? This George Russell guy, I think.
Yeah.
If I know this George Russell guy well, which I think I do, he's going to be not most pleased with how he ended up, like, I suppose, just blocked by Caddy. I think it's quite unfortunate for him, really. He was on the inside and just Caddy spun, which led to it all. But, yeah.
Yeah, you've got to say Russell's only quick because of all the pad traction he has, especially around this track. As Campbell went a little bit crossed up there into the hairpin, and Russell
And just decided to hit these.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, no lack of contact today, I suppose, at Japan. We've got more overtakes than we thought as well.
And also RJ,
yeah,
very close to top here.
He won't make a move though, will he? We can ride on board with him now. He's not going to dive at the hairpin.
He's going to sit in behind and wait for.
He's probably watching the stream, but he's going to send it now because I've said it early enough. But
as Campbell gets past P's, that's how you do it.
Yeah, as you do. And on to Ariel Felipe. And
as I called
RJ
it perfectly. I've got to say, yeah. I'm going to say RJ just waiting for the DRS. He's just
still not going to.
Does
He's going to make the move. There we go.
And he actually goes for it.
Oh,
I was told
and
he sends it back through. And
nice
RJ's
little
not
German
gonna
v German
fight this, is
racing.
it? He's going to back out of it. Told you. He's going for a bit of a switch back here. Can he get the outside line? No.
It's all love, really. As all of us are members of CSL, we all expect this from RJ.
We do not take him anymore. He's not one of our own.
He's not one of our dive bombing squad.
Yeah, but
Whereas,
Luke now is also close.
Speaking of dive bombs,
this hairpin is getting straight lined, I'm guessing.
yeah. I mean, these lot are battling quite a lot, and Matt's still not been able to get back into DRS of these guys, so makes me wonder, does he have damage on that car from earlier on? Who knows?
I don't know, but I really want to see Luke overtake RJ because I just think it'll be so funny. He's always been my favourite Brum out of the three of you, to be honest.
Hang on. Luke is a legend, I'll give him that, but yeah. Yep. Meanwhile, Joel Bream is checked out. He's racing next week now, apparently. So yeah, all good for him. And there is still a train behind Matt now of Felipe, Campbell, Russell, Pease, Dan. As Pease picks up a penalty.
As RJ's very close this time around, I think Top had a bit of a wiggle, so surely he can get the move done this time. He's pulled out from the slipstream.
Just
Top's
about.
on very high wings, and he's going to send it, and is Top going to go up the inside?
No, he did look. Tope did look down the inside, but RJ has finally got that move done. I mean, it would take a miracle to catch up to Jorbrim now from RJ, but if it's worth a shot, isn't it?
Yeah, he may lack social skills, but he does have very good racing ability, I have to say, RJ.
Yeah. He's one of the few drivers that you can actually have a battle with still and not get taken out. So we can respect him for that. Whereas Matt has nearly caught back onto this train now, so it'd be interesting to see if Tope can stay within the DRS of Ross now, because it did seem for a while that he has just been holding him up this entire time.
Yeah, but I think Tope is just the cork in the bottle, as you've just said there. Yeah. Luke has got a massive switch back there on the outside of the hairpin, but just again, not enough to get past him. I think Tope does have what we describe as terrorist wings. We're just seeing that RJ coming past him with DRS.
With default setups, yeah.
Or the maximum straight line speed.
Yeah, he's definitely got the max straight line speed, yes.
But Luke, surely he can get the move done here.
You would presume so, but they're both going to have DRS, and the slipstream doesn't seem to be effective here. You may have to go for a bit of a dive, which, speaking of dive bombs, Felipe is 2 turns back from Matthias at the minute, so expect a dive bomb into turn 1 any moment now. Oh wait, no, he's had a bad exit, never mind.
I'm just currently on board with the battle of the oldies with Farrell and Dan here. Farrell's been like very close to the back of Dan. Dan's got very high wings as Farrell can't even get close with DRS, so maybe it's not going to be a strong battle, but Dan is lacking a bit of pace. I just don't think he particularly is enjoying this F2 car. Obviously he's had a couple incidents here and there, but yeah, I think RJ's beginning to check out as well from Taupe in behind.
Yeah, Taupe's definitely running low wings as he's just losing constant time throughout the first sector, I think. And the fact he gained time to Luke on the straight when they both had DRS, I think that says it all.
Yeah, the bunching up here behind Felipe is just a tractor, as you can see how slow he is. As Campbell is going to go into his rear end, but has to back up a little bit, and he's got to
send it here.
He's going to go around the outside. Can Nathan maybe follow suit as they've gone a bit sideways there? As we've got a yellow flag out.
Nathan has made the most of it, or has he? As they're now going, the two QVR drivers are going to go side by side into. Nathan does think better of it this time after probably what happened earlier on in this race. It's maybe not a bad thing. He does tap him, does tap Campbell, but they all get away with it. And now down the straight, can anyone do anything? Surely there's got to be one move here. Oh, that was very heart in mouth moment. I think that's what it's called.
Nathan goes down the inside, contact made, but I think
Once
Nathan
again
should have backed out of that.
Yeah.
He gets a beautiful exit.
Are they both going to get past Felipe here? Because Felipe won't have DRS. Lewis should definitely get past him now. Can Nathan almost follow him through? Nope. Lewis has gone too far wide. We've seen that quite a lot, actually, going into turn 1 with the DRS. People just forgot. I don't know if the racing line's just not very good, but everyone seems to be going deep with the first DRS batch they get. Anyway.
Yeah, I just think that's the difference between the F1 and the F2 cars. I think you need like a little lift, and they're all misjudging it. As Pease also gets moved on Campbell. It was a beautiful battle there through sector.
Oh, and Campbell's nearly binned it. So here comes Dan. Getting my here through goes Hamilton moments.
Here we go.
I suppose that whole scene with Felipe and Nathan, it's a bit like when you get a 90th minute highlight when you're 1-0 up in FM.
Exactly.
And it's the opposing team attacking.
Nervous.
Yeah.
Don't get nervous when starting to get a bit shaky.
Or your keeper starts with the ball. That's always a disaster when that happens.
But yeah, I think Russell, here we go to P16, he's going to be in order very shortly.
Yeah.
He's just 2 tenths behind. He's carrying along. But however, Matt is going a bit slow. His P's gets, I think, another 3-second time penalty. Felipe is actually going to get DRS, I think.
Just about, yeah. I think he might have just had a bad exit. I think he might have got damage from some floor damage, maybe, from, when he went over the curb when he was racing with Callie and Nathan.
I don't know, to be honest, but oh my god, Nathan has got a massive exit there in comparison.
But Jack's got DRS.
Felipe. They both have got DRS, but Nathan's probably got a bit more slipstream, but it's again just, as you were saying earlier, it just seems to be a bit ineffective. But Nathan, having a look to dive it down the inside there's Jack he left a little bit, he left a hint there open. He couldn't fit his car through, just like kind of showing it off in front of his face, trying to force him to do something.
It's like when the Royal Mail tell you what delivery time it is. Like, it's there, you just gotta wait around for it now. As they have called back onto the back of Matt now, so I know. And this is all for position as well as Matt. I know Matt's penalty says otherwise, but I'm sure if he did want to remove it, he could get that removed. And I don't know what's happened to Luke, but he seems to be a little bit stuck behind Taupe. Yeah, washed. Clearly the best Brummy drivers in comms, but what can I say?
Yeah, I think Nathan hasn't left the 2/10 gap to Felipe in like the last three laps there, so...
Oh, and Felipe's gone wide. And that is, Nathan through and parks it on the exit. I think that's a clear message to Mr. Ariel Felipe that you're not coming back through, whether you want to or not. As he is going to try around the outside of 130R. It's not going to work, especially in F2 cars, as Nathan just, I think that's fair, really. You can't really expect to be given room on the outside of 130R there. But either way, that's Nathan. Into P6 for now. Can he make a P5 in this last lap? He's got 7 tenths to catch to Matt 240, he's kind of just been there or thereabouts, hasn't he, this race? I don't know, I think he started like P7. Let's have a look.
Yeah, he's not really moved much, but I've got to say, I think Felipe is a very lucky boy, because I've seen him go off track at 130R about 5 times, yet he still does not have a time penalty, so I think he's got the idea of him using track limits down to a T, but Nathan is all over the back of Matt 240. I think you're right with the damage. He's just gaining and gaining through every single corner.
Yeah.
He's not going to go for the move to Degner when he's in. No, he's just 1/10 behind his Matt.
Yeah, Matt's definitely got damage.
Any speed, and Nathan should just set up the exit here and just get the move nice and easy done. As we've got Luke going a little bit defensive up ahead.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know what's really happened there. They're now side by side, and Nathan tries to go around the outside. Oh, and there's someone pieces on the ground. I don't know what's happened. If you wanted to sum up LOE F2, I think that 3 corners was probably perfect right there. Undignified chaos. As Felipe is now back through on Nathan. Nathan now on the inside of 130R. I said this last time. Yeah.
Oh.
That was expected. Yeah. Still no penalty.
As Joel Breen wins the race.
Felipe's gone too deep into the last corner. Can Nathan get the exit? They're going to be side by side up to the line. George Russell does not get it. I mean, that was
14 thousandths of a second.
That was a proper Cars 1 opening scene there.
Alonso Vettel, 2022-esque.
It was. I was going to say, it wasn't that long ago.
Top 3 just checked out.
Yeah.
Joel Breen didn't check out.
Luke as well. Top 4.
He's solidified his position. Well, I don't think. Oh, well done. You got 1 out of 3. Well, technically, you got none, but you got one of the people right for a podium.
Yeah. Did something right then. Scream with a 10-second I mean, yeah. I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. I'll just be given another penalty by the F1 steward if I speak, to be fair. Nothing new there.
In other news, I'm in the quarter-final of the Europa League in my Brighton football manager save.
Yeah, I had a bit...
118th minute winner.
Yeah. I'm only in my second season of my Brighton save. I had to sign... I was really struggling with centre-backs because Colwell didn't want to join back. So
yes,
I went with Ampadu and Medina.
Never heard of him. I signed...
That's what you do. That's why I'm Brighton. I signed a centre-back. That no one knows.
His name. He's a Leipzig defender. He's French. He's like Samac or something like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh,
he's alright. He tends to give away loads of goals for free, but he does the job.
I tell you who is very good. Bijlow, the Netherlands keeper. Especially compared to Sanchez.
Keeper. Oh, mate, Sanchez, I'm so happy. I sold him for 7 million. Never been happier.
I sold him to Al Hilal for 5, and I was like, get gone.
I sold him to Galatasaray and I took their keeper. Cheeky little 4 stars.
Not bad. But I tell you,
5 million.
My most surprised signing, you know Marcus Edwards from Sporting?
Yeah, the English.
Yeah, he's quite good. He's averaged a good 7.1 rating so far.
I've got that Alex Scott some
He's a baller.
person
I've
from
got
the
him as
MLS
well.
called Almada and some person from the MLS called Velasco
Messi.
in their class. Yeah, literally he's Messi on the left
Almad,
side.
I know who Almada is. He's quite.
As it's even cloudier than before.
I was gonna say, it's just got slowly cloudier, hasn't it?
I mean, this guy with a massive bald spot's just in the same position every time.
He's really not had a busy weekend, has he?
He needs to go to Galatasaray just to get a hair transplant.
I was gonna say, yeah, he needs that Turkish barber.
He's got like a tic tac head as well. Look at that forehead. Jesus.
Meanwhile, DHL doing their best to sponsor the Japanese Grand Prix. I mean, they don't want any more sponsors. It's quite obvious that they're. Yeah. I mean, in a minute we'll get some AWS graphic about how striking distance as well.
I remember that graphic. I think it was Baku, where it was just like it put like an arrow to the wall, but it didn't say distance. It just said very close to the wall.
I think they did it in Monaco as well, didn't they? And they're just like,
I think it might have been Monaco actually. Or a bit of rock on, very close to the wall.
yeah, I remember. I think it was after the race, and you know how those people on TikTok do like F1.
Oh God.
Jesus.
We've got 3 disqualifications already, and for
2 of them
once,
QVR.
an REL member isn't involved.
Oh my god, it's QVR this time. Who would have thought it?
We've got a very mixed up grid strategy-wise. We've got
I was
soft,
gonna say, it's
medium,
like-
soft, medium, soft, medium, medium, soft, 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 medium, medium, soft, 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 medium, soft.
Sounds like you could make a rhythm to that, I think. If anyone's got
dear.
music editing software in the comments, please make a version of that, please. No one's going to
Remix.
respond. Yeah, remix, yeah.
Wait, what was that remix we were trying to get Passe to make? He's just ignored us.
Yeah, he has.
Too big time.
He's at Coventry Uni doing DJ nights, isn't he? So
Murderers get less.
I have seen the
3
state of
years at
Coventry, and I
Coventry.
can't lie, it is true. But yeah, hang on, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna find it now.
Oh, I know what it was. I think I know what it was. I think it was a certain Eurovision song.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, I'll let you take us through the start, and I will find this because this is valuable information.
Yeah, you find it, and I'll go through the start because as we're doing, we're just having a very entertaining race. At least we're not too tired to race like certain people are in the F2 non-attendance this week.
Yeah, I found it. It was you asking for a hardstyle remix of the song called Unicorn. I wonder why you liked that song so much, female.
No idea why. You told me it was a good song. That's why.
You don't even listen to the songs I send you. It's rude.
No, I don't anymore.
You didn't start with, you saw the one on your own. I'll let you take us away.
Anyway, George Russell pointing very weirdly in P1 and 5 red lights, and away we go. He has actually managed to get a good start from that position. I don't know how. Campbell has had one of the stinkiest starts I think I've ever seen, and he's gone from P2 to P6 before turn 1, which at Japan's quite impressive. Luke into P2. Oh my god, is it happening? Joel Beam in P3, Matt in 4th, Felipe in 5th. I think he's just living in that P5 today, I think. Campbell 6th, Dan in P7 on the softs, maybe wants to make a few moves in these opening laps, as Tope's 8th, and I don't know what's happened to Mr. RJW, but he's now P12. And he's now being sent on by Darry. I mean, he loves a bit. I think them two have a bit of a rivalry, if I remember it correctly. But yeah, once again, a very clean start.
I've got to say, I was on board with Larkin from the start, and I don't know if his lights went out early, but he absolutely flew through the field in mediums. He overtook 3 cars before turn 1. And P's just followed suit, but he was on the soft tyres. But it's just... He just went flying through the field. I don't know what happened, but I think he'll take it, going from P12 up to P9.
P12.
Yeah, so
he's got a very good start. Main losers were Campbell, RJ, and California. Which California on softs is a bit surprising. How he's lost 6. Oh God!
He didn't move off the line at all. I think he fell asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, he's had. Who was it? I can't remember who did a start like that recently, but yeah, as Nathan's already checked out.
Probably help, but yeah, it says Nathan is currently a minute and 45 seconds ahead of.
It's now saying 3 temps on my screen, and I'm on board with Luke, and it's definitely not 3 temps for the second.
Yeah, I got to say the soft runners very quickly got to the front of the field, whilst the medium runners slipped back. So
I was going to say, it seems to be quite different.
That makes Larkin's start even more impressive, as he's actually holding on to the back of Torpina and down.
Yeah, I think Matt's in a really good position here, I think, as it stands. He's not real. I know Lewis is in DRS of him behind, but he's not close as it was. As we've seen, you have to be very close to get the move done here. So I think if Matt can keep this P4 and not lose the top 3 by a ridiculous amount, he could be on to quite a good race here, considering how fast these softs look. Hello?
I agree. Sorry about that. I was having a quick drink.
I just thought you disconnected. It usually happens.
Oh, well, it does not. Thank you very much. But it lags. It doesn't disconnect. As Nathan runs a bit wide there, so potential track limits in his 1 minute 45 second lead.
Say, Tebs, what do you mean?
Yeah, I think it's just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it is actually probably closer to a 1 minute 45 second lead than a 9-10 lead, to be honest.
Oh, certainly. Yeah, we have to say the field's just a bit dull at the minute. There's this massive train of Larkin who's all over the back of Pisa on the medium tyres. He doesn't have the traction. But
there we go, the timings have sorted himself out now.
There we go, as I sorted my end as well. 1.8.
And Jorbrim's ahead of Luke. Yeah. Very simple. I think Jorbrim has very good pace, to be honest. He seemed to get to the front very easy in the sprint and then just walk off. So I think overall this weekend he could be getting the most points as it stands with a sprint win.
Yeah, as you're saying, he's got great pace, but it's just a shame he's German. As he's kind of been let down by the other Germans with Dare, Creeko and Scream all down the
fair enough
back end of the field.
And an interesting battle here is Dan v Felipe. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen these two next to each other on track.
Oh, Dan is just too good for Felipe. It's embarrassing.
I'll back that.
So we've got a bit of a battle in the background there between Peas and Tope, going side by side. I think Peas will switch back there.
Ariel just creating just fake rivalries now, I think. Just give us entertainment.
To drive to survive.
Yeah,
form these rivalries.
So we're going to get a clip from round 1 now, and suddenly add it in to cause some drama between, I don't know. Who do we call it? Between Luke and Felipe. Some Ariel rivalry.
Luke and RJ would be better.
They already have a rivalry. Like it's a well-known.
Yeah,
it's a well-known one. As Farrell is sending it on another set of softs. I don't think I've seen Farrell on a tyre that isn't a soft so far this weekend.
Yeah, but Luke and RJ's rivalry is like Villa versus Wolves, and Luke is Wolves. It's just very one-sided.
Hang on. Shall we say Ross is Birmingham and Villa and Luke is Villa? I think that would annoy him more. No, because the thing is with Wolves, we are better than them. We're just not good at playing them. But like everything else about the club is better.
Their Gagan press is just too much for them.
Nah, Matt. It's more Matt Doherty just pushing people in the back and just getting away with it. It's more.
Yeah, I would say Campbell is getting a bit close to Matt, so maybe Matt has some talent damage instead.
Yeah, maybe it's not damage. Maybe it wasn't damage.
As Campbell is going to have a little look there, but just not going to do anything.
You've got to remember,
Yeah, but it's very
Campbell
beautiful.
qualified second. No, he should.
He fell asleep at the wheel.
He was scared of Nathan's positioning, I think. That's got to be the reason.
Nathan's aura put him off.
Yeah. Speaking of the front battle, Jawbream hasn't really been dropped that much by Nathan since he's overtook Luke, and Luke's holding on to the back of Jawbream at the minute anyway.
Yeah, but it's the Campbell. Is he going to go for the move now? He's within a tenth. Is he going to go? I think he's going to try to go round the outside. No, Matt covers it off. So
and makes the breaking point, which is a surprise for that corner after the sprint race. And what?
Simple move. Sure.
You say that, but is 2/10 close enough with DRS and slipstream?
Slipstream. Because you got our first pit stops.
Oh.
Farrell and Toth, is it's going to be a simple move down the side.
But will he outbrake himself this time?
Farrell gets a speed impact.
You say they're not going to scrap.
Oh dear.
They are going to scrap. It's we've seen that film before. I think, yeah. Two
like
teammates
George
scrapping in
Russell.
in Japan. Where have I seen that before?
You say P's very close to the back of Dan as well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
since I had a go at Pease for not being very good at F2, he's done quite well today.
And I took that personally. Bounce back. But I think, Farrell picked up a 5-second time penalty about speed. I think he also, no, he didn't. I thought he got a 3-second penalty just before that, as Pease goes for a massive switch back on Dan here, gets himself alongside, bit of contact.
He kind of faked Dan into going for the move there, didn't he? As I was on board with him.
Yeah, he's got Dan on strings, you'd say.
Yeah. As once again, Mr. Campbell is all over the back of Matt 240, who, with all this battling, Felipe still can't really get near them, but is safe enough from the likes of Dan behind, as they're now going side by side into 130R. Both, well, I say keep it on the track. I mean, the track limit's supposed to be a bit dodgy there because
someone in the background went absolutely flying off the track as well.
Was it Felipe?
Sure if it was Dan. No, I think it was Dan, to be honest. And we know Dan's like track limits of Jawbream coming into pit stop and gets a 5-second speed in.
Well, it's going to be one of these days where everyone gets a penalty again, isn't it?
It's going to be guitar all over again.
Right. I've said this, I don't know, I'm not going to say it again because clearly it's a lot more difficult than it looks, just braking on time.
We've got a German train at the back of the field. Jawbream, Creek,
right,
Darien.
An REL train as well.
We'll class Farrell as German, just
yeah, they're all washed anyway, so.
Oh. Yeah, Peas once again. All over the back of Dan is. I'm about to yawn. Bloody hell.
Is that boring, is it? See what
a little bit. Yeah, Peas, is he going to go for the move? He's going to send it down the inside and the gap is closing. Bit of contact. It's a bit of a dirty move there from Peas. And I think Dan...
It's forceful.
Feels a little bit hard done by there.
Yeah,
He's coming back in.
Yeah, I think this is just the state league racing is in these days. People just...
It's the cleanest Ariel
overtake. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Cleanest league racing overtake you'll see. As Felipe has... Where's... Matt's still ahead, never mind. I was thinking Matt's behind, but these two teammates are still battling. It's now allowed Felipe into their DRS, so this could get interesting, I think, as George Russell has pit. So is Luke. Yeah. Do not speed. I was on board with him as well. Peter sped. It's just it's Ariel wash. That's why. All the Ariel drivers are getting pens.
Campbell and Matthew Foy, they're going very aggressively down the inside with Campbell, but
it's clean.
Moved on.
I will say,
it was clean.
Yeah.
You've also got to say, it's been a great battle to watch. It's made the race interesting, but I think they've lost themselves any chance of a win. They're about 8 to 9 seconds behind Nathan before he pit. And obviously he's going to have an undercut now, so he's going to
Yeah.
fly up the field. So
Podium's on the cards, but
it's not difficult when Luke's ahead of you. It's like a ticking time bomb. He's going to collapse anyway.
I mean they've all got 5-second pens to be fair, so all you need to do is brake when going into the pit lane. You might be good to go. So
if it was that easy, we wouldn't be having all these pens.
well, it's quite funny if you look at the penalties. There's funny, really. All the drivers that have got speeding penalties are from Ariel. So
Cool.
don't know what more else to say. I mean,
It's a-
you used to drive for them, so we all know they're washed.
I was great, thank you very much. I was a D2 winner during the prime era, definitely.
Prime DT.
It was RJ is getting very close to the back of Dan now, who's also getting very close to the back of Larkin. Larkin on the medium tyres.
Doing
he's not
very
really
well.
Struggling. No, he's not struggling, but Dan's keeping up with him easily. That's
Oh.
probably why they're both going
Okay, hang on.
flying off track.
Stewards, I mean, the steward is sitting very behind him anyway. I think we all know this, but
Very
like
behind him.
very
They're
behind.
both coming to the pits at the same time. Are we going
So
to
maybe
get
there's-
another speeding penalty? Oh, Dan nearly spun.
I mean, that's a new one.
Rear-locked the tyres a little bit. Have we got a yellow flag? I think that's Creeker. No, it's
Ariel
not.
driver.
It's Killer.
It's Creeco.
Is it Creeker? Oh, yeah. Good guess from me in the first place.
I mean, yeah,
I've
Killer's
got to point one thing out quickly for you.
yeah.
I think I can't really see what team it is, to be honest, but whatever the team Matt and Campbell are driving for, they've screwed themselves over. They can't pit at the same time, they're
Campos.
too close.
Yes, you've got a point there.
So I think Matt 240 is going to lose out massively because Campbell's going to have priority, surely.
Yeah, you'd have
Let's
thought
listen
Matt.
into the team radio.
Yeah, Ted's down with us at the garages. What can you? Oh,
Creeker's retired.
yeah.
so
I
like
thought he was on
everyone
track. I
should.
thought.
As Russell gets the move done there into taking one.
And away he goes.
This
It's
is
good.
friendly
It's
fire, to be
really a
honest.
good job that no one watches these streams.
Oh, exactly. That's why I'm non-stoppers. Joel Bream and Russell have both got past Killer within about 3 corners, and
Jawbreed.
Russell's already 2 seconds.
I know he's
ahead.
got his 5-second penalty, but apart, if he didn't have that, and he just didn't do a Logan Sargent and like broke correctly, he had a good chance of winning this.
Yeah.
He's the only one that seems to be able to keep up with Nathan.
I'll be honest. This.
Oh my god, Lewis.
This entire race has just proved that Russell 63 is just a bit of a quality merchant, to be honest. As he gets a time penalty, so
Okay, so
that's
that's
a bit interesting.
slightly more interested, isn't it? I
And
mean,
he's just proved my point. He can't even keep within the white lines. Like, who does he think he is?
his pacing quality did seem like he'd walk away with it completely today, to be fair. I will give you that. But then there's been other weeks where it's been the same and he has walked away with it, so...
How's Dan 14th? I am very confused.
Because he nearly died on the way into the pits.
I don't care. He was in 7th. He didn't.
He's
he
ahead of
didn't really
RJ,
lose
to be
out.
fair.
Oh, thank God. This just proves that Luke is far superior than Ross. Like, look at Luke up in 5th place and RJ down in 14th.
I mean, yeah. There's no real battle, is there? It's like Villa v Blues, like Luke up in the top in the Prem, in Europe. RJ,
Losing a
Blues.
lot in Europe.
They've got Rooney as manager, so they're obviously on their way back, obviously.
Oh yeah, I'm very confused about that. Why would you sack
They're-
a manager that's doing well?
He's
for
literally
Wayne
been their
Rooney?
best manager in years, and they've sacked him for someone who can't do well in the MLS.
I love Wayne Rooney, but he just can't manage for his life. Proved
They'd
that
be,
DC
they'd be
United
better
went
off
down.
putting Wayne Rooney up front, to be honest.
Exactly, and he's only about 40, and he looks about 63.
I was going to say, Roy Hodgson looks younger than him.
Right, that's taking it too far. That's crossing the line. Yeah, Campbell all over the back of peas. A bit like, this is going to be like, please tell me you read through the Hunger Games.
I
we know
did
this
read
is
them
like
at
a-
Once Upon a Time, yes.
This isn't a new rivalry that's formed from the Hunger Games last night. Is Campbell and Gary were dating, and then Gary went on an affair with Pease, so it's a little bit personal for Campbell. And then Gary did end up killing Campbell off.
I thought you meant the real Hunger Games.
Oh, an Eloise Hunger Games, don't worry.
I'm usually in that, and I just forgot that it was happening, so
we were in the same district.
What? What?
Me and you were in the same district.
Oh, was it?
To kill me. Then you tried to kill me, and you missed. You killed someone else.
Did I do well?
No,
I'm guessing I died early on. I was going to say, I died I didn't even sign up for it.
We died at the same time. We did a 2v2 fight and we lost.
That sounds about right. That sounds like us in Warzone.
By the way, I just killed 2 people on my own before that, and then I have 2v2 help from you, and then we lose. It's just, you're the problem.
Warzone? Yeah. That is just us on Warzone.
I killed Justas, so I took his D1 seat as well. And then Jake as well. Got finished off.
I didn't even realise I was in it, to be honest. I
was bullying Justas. I took his shelter, I took his food, and I killed him. I took everything from him.
And I feel like this is a great time to say, if you want to join LOE...
please do. Hunger Games is the main thing, F1's just on the side.
Yeah, pretty much. And then there's pro clubs as well. There used to be. There's Eurovision Talk as well. Some of you are like that. And yeah, there's a sport channel where Arsenal and Chelsea fans just are deluded in there. And yeah, that's about it, really.
Yeah.
Oh, and United fans crying in there, but you know.
Exactly, that's
just Twitter.
But yeah, also Matt T40. What a fall off this has been. This is down in 10th place.
Yeah, no, it's not been the greatest day for him.
Yeah. But yeah, up now. It's very close to
also,
Farrell.
Mr. RJW on soft tyres. Still in P14?
He's just getting past it a bit. Like, his hair's the same colour as the car in front.
I can laugh at that because I've also got the same hair. Yeah. No, it's just... Sprint's really been the highlight of his race. Same with California, really.
Is that pale? It looks like a custard cream with his arms.
We're never getting back on comms after this, are we?
Definitely not.
Anyways, I say let's go to a battle, but
God, the front field is so spread out. Top 5.
The only close battle is the 2 REL drivers of Felipe and P, isn't it? It's not really.
240 and Taupe, they're literally side by side.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, we missed that.
You missed that.
Nah, we missed that. Yes, they are. Okay, we've seen this film before, haven't we?
Into Spoon, Matt
and he pushes wide. There we go. And
Pease gets another time penalty. Killer's retired
on track. And left the session. I mean, commitment to the cause and all that. I mean, I know Liam's too tired to race today, but
safety.
Red flag.
Felipe is lining up a move on Pease in. Felipe just doesn't look in control of his car.
There's 2 people side by side. There's Dan, Farrell, RJ, and Miami, all kind of in quite a big battle, really. RJ's still behind them all. However, go for the move, Ross. Go for the move. No. You've got soft tyres!
Oh my. California.
That's where they get up. Felipe is still behind Pease. Yeah.
RJ drives like my grandma, to be honest. No risk.
If my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bike.
A bice, yeah.
A bice. English with Ben.
Bicep.
Jim.
Does RJ line up a move into the hairpin? He's got so much more grip. He's got so much better traction. He's got a great exit. Surely
he's got to do it.
Farrell. He's behind a 30-year-old and he can't get past Farrell.
He's scared him. Yeah. No. About time.
My word.
Will Farrell get back at him though? He's got the slipstream. Farrell, send it, please.
My expectations.
He's going to go for
were
it.
low.
Oh, and he's hit him. Oh, and he's yeah. I don't know what that was, and Ross is letting back through. I see. No, I don't know what's going on.
Ooh.
As
Campbell
Darian's California
has closed in on Luke here, like very quickly. Could Campbell be on for a win? He's gaining rapidly, and Nathan has a 3-second time, but he's getting 5 seconds in practically 3 laps. That's very
so
doable. Them soft tyres.
he's already ahead of Jawbream because Jawbream's got a 5-second pen. So he's got to gain what?
Just under 5 seconds in 3 laps, which again on them soft tyres is doable. And if Nathan maybe goes a little bit wrong, I'm going to check to see how many warnings Nathan has.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
He's got 5.
Oh,
He's got 5, so he's only just one away from being on 6 seconds, and that'll make his job 10 times easier. But Campbell doesn't seem to be gaining much, so I reckon Nathan just slowly backs off of it. Yeah.
yeah.
I tried making it exciting, but I don't.
I'll
think
leave it as
Campbell's
the gap
softs
to
have the
leader
best.
just for people to see for the last few laps, but it's not happening. Either way, Campbell getting back to P2. I mean, if he'd had a good start on those mediums, it might have been a different story, to be honest. I think he has actually shown good pace on the softs, and he got stuck battling his teammate for quite a while. But yeah.
I'm telling you, that battle with his teammate has probably cost him this win.
Yeah, it's definitely cost
Depends
him.
on how close.
Yeah.
Depends on how close he gets to Russell, but if it's about 2 or 3 seconds the gap, it cost him the win. But he's not gaining anything.
He's gained a
The
tenth
gap
this
has
lap.
remained.
Not even a tenth. So yeah.
Felipe closing in on P's again.
No,
it's like the only
he's-
battle we can have on track. Maybe Dan and Tom.
I would say closing in, but he's lost 5 tenths since I last saw him. So I think these softs are starting to die out now. As Matt's now on the back of Felipe, which a few lap fresher tyres, especially on those softs, could be quite important for him actually. Yeah.
Quite important.
I've missed Jim for this, okay. Leave me alone.
Jeez.
Commitment to the cause.
I've been playing FM for a bit.
I played 2 games of Rivals and I had 2 rage quits within 10 minutes, so... And then my Wi-Fi was awful, so... Couldn't really do much
Get better
else.
internet.
I know.
That's like
We won't speak the last time we went on GTA.
Huh?
We won't speak about that last time we went on GTA, and you literally was
That was
teleporting.
your end, mate, because I went literally straight after I went on with my mate and it was completely fine.
Well, I went into another lobby and I was also fine, so... Maybe they just doesn't like us being in the same lobby.
True. Well, this has been a very enthralling race, you have to say.
Yeah.
I've
It started
been
off
put to
well.
sleep.
And then the sprint race was clear.
Started off well, fell off a cliff. This is just going to be a West Ham season, to be honest. Sorry, Rocco, if you're watching this.
He's not here today, actually. He is usually
it's a
here.
valid point.
Mm.
They're going to fall off.
Well, they're going to beat
They
us this
can't-
weekend because we're awful against West Ham, but...
They better not. I've got bloody Diaby in my team, and if he
Well,
lets
I've
me
got
down
Diaby
again,
in my team as well.
I'm captaining Son this week. I've got faith.
Who's they got?
Fulham at home, and then
That's-
obviously Brighton have City.
I think it's
So-
Son
got
or
a move.
Salah for me.
Up to the line
Oh.
here. Matt 240 on Felipe,
I
getting
know,
very
but
close. Through the
how's
final
Felipe
chicane.
got DRS?
Exactly. He's done this in a sprint race. Bro thinks he's something. But does Matt set up a move? He's going to go for
I
it.
was
Jesus
begging you to go for it then.
Christ.
That would have been amazing.
As also we got Miami getting very close to the back of Tope and he just sits in behind.
Yeah.
Doesn't do anything. Came to nothing.
Don't know what's happened to Ross. He's not.
Pro has not moved.
It's been 84 years. Yeah, I don't know what else to say really.
Disappointing. Expected more carnage.
Yeah, I think Nathan has just been in second gear. Yes, since
There's Matthew Forte going around the outside of Felipe. Can he get the switch back?
No.
He gets a decent exit, but not enough, I don't think. So it's
Just
all
send
going to
it,
be down
send
to
it,
that
send it.
final chicane. He's not going to be close enough, I'm telling you. The slipstream.
There is some
About half a
slipstream.
tenth. Yeah, but it's a tenth of a second. You can't dive bomb that into spoon. But he's going to maybe have a little look up the inside. He's
Maybe he just got to get him off the racing line almost as Pease gets another,
penalty. As Felipe goes onto the grass.
That's his opportunity now, surely. How wide does he go at 130R then? Does Felipe?
Very wide. It's back to 40. Flings it in.
He's
That's
kept it
good
on the track.
defending there from Felipe. That's good. That's smart driving. But he goes very deep and back to 40. Tries to set up the inside. They're both.
I mean, that's...
And Felipe gets a corner cutting penalty.
I mean, that was clear. Good. I'm not... If that gets removed...
As Matt 240 moves up into fifth after Pease and Felipe's penalty. Larkin gets sixth. Felipe seventh. Dan gets eighth from the depths. Tope ninth. Miami 10th. RJ 11th. Pease 12th.
I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I might be sacked.
Sack me, please. I'm joking. I enjoyed this very much.
Yes, because the amount of times we've been here is very, very dedicated. But yes. For Japan, it weren't too bad, I think. We'll say that.
Yeah, we're alright.
Nothing special, really.
The highlight of that race had to be Ross not moving in about 5 laps on fresh surface.
Especially after a sprint race, and he did so well as well. Oh, bless him. Anyways, for this feature race, Russell won, Campbell second, Jobrin third, Luke fourth, Matt fifth, Larkin sixth, Felipe seventh with a 5-second penalty, Dan eighth, Tope ninth, Miami in 10th, RJ in 11th, Pease 12th, and then German 13th and 14th, Kelly 15th, Farrell 16th, and then two DNFs in 17th and 18th. With Russell once again taking the most points of the weekend. I mean, not shocking really. I'm pretty sure it's round 6 and he's already won the title. But yeah. You got any last words really, or?
Bye.
And with that, yeah, see you next week. Ciao.